Hello everyone, today we're going to crochet this handheld mini flower. We'll use a 4-ply cotton yarn and a 2mm crochet hook. Let's crochet the base. Start with the magic ring. Make 6 single crochets. You can refer to the basic tutorial for how to start. First, make a standing stitch. The standing stitch doesn't count as a stitch. Then make 6 single crochets. Mark the top of the first stitch you made. Continue crocheting the remaining 5 single crochets. Tighten the magic ring after completing the 6 stitches. Slip stitch into the stitch marked with the stitch marker to join. Pull the yarn through and pull through again. After the slip stitch, make a standing stitch. The slip stitch and standing stitch don't count as stitches. Every round ends with a slip stitch and standing stitch. Round 2, make 6 increases, 2 single crochets in each stitch. Insert the hook into the slip stitch location. The V-shaped stitch you just made is the first stitch. You can add a stitch marker here. I'll skip the marker from here on. Make another single crochet in the same stitch. That completes one increased set of single crochets. Repeat for 5 more sets. As you crochet, you can hold the yarn tail along the hook to hide it inside the work. Round 2 is complete. You should have 12 single crochets total. I won't repeat the slip stitch and standing stitch steps for each round. Next, we'll do round 3. Round 3 is 1 single crochet, then 1 increase, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. That's one group. Repeat 6 groups. After round 3, you'll have 18 single crochets. Next is round 4. Round 4 goes 1 single crochet, 1 more single crochet, then an increase, then 1 single crochet. That makes 1 set. Crochet 6 sets total. Round 4 complete. Now you have 24 single crochets. Now round 5, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, then 1 increase. That's one group. Make 6 groups total. Round 5 complete. You should now have 30 single crochets. Let's do round 6. It goes 2 single crochets, then 1 increase, and 2 more single crochets. That's one group. Make 6 groups in total. Round 6 complete. You'll have 36 single crochets. Now on to round 7. For round 7, crochet in back loops only. Make single crochets all the way around. That's 36 single crochets. Make sure not to miss the back loop of the slip stitch you just did. Rounds 8 to 12, work 36 single crochets per round, no increase or decrease. You can finish this part on your own. Round 12 is complete. Rounds 13 to 16 are decrease rounds. Two single crochets, then a decrease, crocheting through the front loops of the next 2 stitches, and pull the yarn through, yarn over and pull through to make 1 decrease. Then crochet 2 single crochets. So it's 2 single crochets, 1 decrease. That makes 1 group. Make 6 groups in total. Round 13 is complete. You should now have 30 single crochets. Next is round 14. 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, then 1 decrease. That makes 1 group. Repeat 6 times. Round 14 is complete. You should now have 24 stitches. Now on to round 15. Round 15 goes 1 single crochet, then 1 decrease, and 1 single crochet. That's 1 group. Make 6 groups in total. Round 15 is complete. You should now have 18 single crochets. After the slip stitch, you can stuff the piece, then continue with the remaining round. Once it's stuffed, let's crochet round 16. This round is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. That makes 1 group. Crochet 6 groups in total. Round 16 is done. Now we have 12 single crochets. Round 17, 6 decreases. Finish up with the slip stitch. Make a standing stitch. Now round 18. For round 18, in each of the 6 stitches from round 17, crochet 3 double crochets into each. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. That's 1 double crochet. Keep going in the same stitch. Crochet 2 more double crochets there. Alright, that's 1 group done. Continue with the other 5 stitches, 3 double crochets in each. This round gives you a total of 18 double crochets. Slip stitch into the first double crochet to close, then make a standing stitch. The last 2 rounds are both 18 double crochets, no increases or decreases. For double crochet rows, start with 2 chain stitches as the turning chain. Then crochet a round of 18 double crochets evenly. After finishing, cut the yarn. We'll weave the yarn tail into the work. Now for the flower lace, go to the front loops from round 7. The loops we left unworked earlier. Crochet a round of single crochets there. That's 36 single crochets. Insert the hook like this, pull the yarn through, and make a standing stitch. Then start crocheting. When making these single crochets, it's easier if you haven't stuffed or finished the main piece yet. It's best to crochet the lace before stuffing. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. Now for the lace edging, we'll use double crochet stitches for the lace. So first, chain 2 as the standing stitch. In the front loop of the first stitch, crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then in the back loop of the next stitch, crochet 3 double crochets. Alternate between front loop and back loop, 3 double crochets in each. Slip stitch into the first stitch to close the round. Now our mini flower body is complete. Next, I'll show you how to crochet the small flower, the leaves, and assemble them together. Let's start with the leaves. We'll begin with the chain foundation. First, make a slip knot, then start the chain 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since the demo piece is very small, it might be hard to see where I insert my hook. So let's review the stitch positions first. 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th chain. In a moment, we'll insert the hook multiple times into the first chain. That first chain will be used several times. Now we'll work backwards, starting from stitch 2. That means we begin in the 3rd chain, make a single crochet, then yarn over and make a half double crochet in the 2nd stitch. That's a half double crochet. In the first chain, make a single crochet. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In the second to last chain of that chain 3, make a single crochet. Then in the first chain, make a half double crochet. Then go back to the first chain of our very first chain row, the one I pointed out earlier, and slip stitch into that chain. Make a single crochet in that same stitch. Again, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Make a single crochet in the second to last chain. Then make a half double crochet in the first chain. Then go back to the first chain of the very first chain row. Insert hook where I showed earlier and slip stitch. That's our center point. Once you slip stitch, you can fasten off. After fastening off, weave in the yarn end. Next, we'll crochet the flower petals. We'll also start with a chain foundation. Chain 6 stitches. Five, 6. Then in the last stitch and the second to last stitch, make a single crochet. Start working from the second stitch. Now we make an increase. 2 single crochets in one stitch. In that same stitch, crochet twice. Now you have 3 remaining chains. In each of those, make 3 single crochets. Forming a W. Repeat this process for the other 2. Once finished, fasten off as usual. Then take the flower petal and roll it up like this. Roll it into a spiral. Then attach it to the leaf. You can glue it on if you like. Of course, for those who are perfectionists like me and want to sew it on, here's how I do it. I pull the yarn tail we just cut through to the inside. Then I bring it out from the center of the flower. After pulling it through, I then insert it through the center of the leaf. Then I had and trim the other yarn tails. I use this long tail to sew everything in place. As for how many flowers to add, that depends on how large your flowers are and how dense you want your arrangement. It's entirely up to you. For mine, I made a more compact arrangement, so I used 14 flowers and 14 leaves.